Lesson 2 is multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. So I've laid out the steps here, but let's look through them. So the first step when you're multiplying fractions or mixed numbers is that we need to convert any mixed numbers to improper fractions. Then we've got this second step. This is probably the most important one, so I'm going to put a star next to that because a lot of people miss this step and then they make it a lot more difficult of a problem or start making mistakes. So we need to simplify the numbers that are diagonal from each other by dividing them both by common factors. We're looking for that GCF, or the greatest common factor. Once we've simplified, then we can multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and then in the end, always check to see if we can simplify or turn it back into a mixed number. So let's look at the first example. Example 1, we've got 9 1/3 times 1 3/8. So that first step is to convert it into an improper fraction. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28 over 3, times 1 times 8 is 8, plus 3 is 11 over 8. So now we should be looking at those diagonals. I look at 11 and 3. Those can't simplify by anything. I look at 8 and 28. Well, I know they're both even, so I know they at least divide by 2, but they do actually divide by 4. So 28 divided by 4 is 7. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now I can multiply across with a lot easier numbers than doing 28 times 11. So 7 times 11 is 77. Over 3 times 2 is 6. So then I need to convert this back to a mixed number. So I either can look at it and figure out how many times 6 goes into 77, or I can do long division on the side if I need to. 6 goes into 7 once. Bring down the 1, bring down the 7. 6 goes into 17 twice with 5 left over. So what that means is it goes in 12 whole times with 5, 6 left over. Example 2, we've got 3 3/4 times 8/9. So again, that first step should be to convert that mixed number into an improper fraction. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15 over 4, times 8 over 9. Again, looking at our diagonals to see if they simplify. 4 and 8 both divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Then I'm looking at 15 and 9. Those both divide by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now we've got much easier numbers to multiply. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 3 is 3. Then we need to convert this back to a mixed number. So maybe I can look at this and just say, okay, 3 goes into 10 3 times, which brings you to 9, which means you have 1 left over. So 3 1/3. So now I would like you to try one on your own and then get it checked. And I would like you to try 5 1/4 times 6.